Hi guys! Started to wave with my info in my hand. It's Michelle from Way to Sun. In case you didn't know what channel you were on. Welcome. I'm glad you came to see me today. I'm going to do, as promised, a pre-packing how we start planning our Disney vacay. Honey, please stop that. That drives me nuts when you start doing that when I'm recording. He starts messing with the light. Just stop. It's very distracting. Anyway, I'm going to start talking about our packing and how we kind of start planning for our Disney vacay. We are leaving in approximately 90 days. And it's a Disney vacay. I don't know who has planned one before and who has not. But when you're doing a Disney vacation, it's not like just going, to the beach and hanging out for a while. Disney is a huge thought process for me anyway. I know most Disney planners that I've watched on YouTube and have talked to personally, they are the same way I am. And so we've started planning. Part of our pre-planning for this trip was that we had to buy a new suitcase. We are flying this time. Normally we drive and we have suitcases, don't get me wrong, but they have been used and abused for about 15 years now. Our biggest one, which isn't as big as the one I'm getting ready to show you, actually has a huge gash in the back of it that was discovered right before my parents used it. That's another thing, is our luggage has been used not just by us, but by my parents, and also my cousin has used it once. So it has traveled. My biggest our biggest suitcase has actually been to Switzerland. So, sorry, not Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland. Should take it to Switzerland. And so anyway, we bought a new one. It's an American Tourister. It's actually classified. I don't know if you'll be able to read this because it's see-through. I'll put it on my black shirt. As a Walt Disney World and Disneyland approved luggage. I just thought that was hilarious. I didn't buy it specifically for that, although I'm not going to lie, it was a nice little perk. I did buy it because it was one of the lighter ones that we bought, and if you can see these wheels, is Hubby gonna, yeah, he's gonna try to work it down. When we were rolling it around in the store, it moved really, really smoothly, and we tried to talk our son into climbing into it so I could see how it rolled when it was loaded. He wouldn't do it. Darn it. But it seems really durable. I looked it up online, after we bought it. Because, isn't that the way everybody does it now? Do it after you buy it. But even after looking it up online afterwards, everybody gave it rave reviews. It wasn't, there was a couple of people, of course, that just weren't satisfied, but that's because they decided they didn't like luggage with 4 sets of wheels. They liked it better with just the 2 on the back. I don't know if we'll like it better one way or the other. I don't know because we've never tried it with 4 wheels, so we'll try. And it weighs less than 13 pounds when it is unloaded. It is also the largest daggone suitcase I have ever seen in my life. I thought ours was big. This is bigger. So inside, or on the outside, let's stand it up here. It's got 2 external pockets. I never put anything in these pockets. I always forget it's in there. I did it. I shouldn't say never have. I have. Now I never do. I did that once before, and then I forgot the stuff was in there when we got home. And then when we went for our next trip, which was like quite some time later, I found souvenirs and stuff that we had forgot we even bought. So I no longer pack anything in the front, but it does have 2 spaces on the front. This one is very large. This one's not quite so large, but they open nicely. And this one's actually got little netting on the sides so the stuff doesn't fall out when you open it. So that's kind of cool. And then, as we move to the inside, excuse me, as I roll it around here and open it, this thing is huge. It covers our bed when it's open. As you can see in the top, it's got 2 more compartments. There's one that's got the nylon material, and then there's one at the top with the netting. So that's nice. And then on the inside, I've already started throwing stuff in. The first thing that's in here right now is our Travelon that we also just bought. And no, it doesn't match. I don't care. I liked it. It was cute. Really, really bright. Easy to keep track of when you're wandering around the airport. And then we'll get into this in a few minutes because there's stuff in there that I'll tell you about. When we start planning our trip, I start gathering stuff. When I think of it, I go get it. I throw it in the suitcase. I do have a list, but this way I know what's in there. So this is the little crossbody, couldn't think of crossbody, that I carry when we're in the parks. Last time we went, yes, the last time that we went, I tried to carry just like a big regular bag. It kind of looked like this, only it had Cinderella on it. I didn't like it. It was too much. It got too heavy, and I ended up not liking it at all. So I'm going to go back to this little guy. It's got plenty of, I know it's really dark in there. It's got plenty of space for cameras, maps. There's a pocket for a water bottle. I usually had my chapsticks in here and an extra little sunscreen in here. So in our wallet for, money and stuff. And now with the magic bands, because the last time we went, they didn't have magic bands yet. It's been 3 years since we went. They came out with those right after we got home. So, that'll be nice. I don't have to worry about keeping tickets, but the tickets were also in here. Another thing I started grabbing is our toiletries. There's also little laundry pods to do laundry with in case we decide to do some laundry. Powder, toothbrushes, toothpaste, shampoo, Band-Aids, Q-tips. I started my quarter and penny collection. I just kind of threw it in there so I knew it was in there. I already have my toiletry bag.
You want to tell them what the quarters and pennies are for in case they don't know?
No, I'll tell you that in a separate video. I've started throwing stuff in here, as you can see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Hubby and I are huge non-hotel, non-resort. What's the word I'm looking for? We don't just assume it's spotless clean, even at Disney. Now, I love Disney, and I'm not going to say from our previous visits that we've ever had a bad, what's the word, baby? My words are not coming. Experience at Disney World for as far as hotels go and resorts go. But as much as we have traveled, we have experienced many not so good places to stay. So we've kind of adopted carrying the, wipes and stuff. So I have those, deodorant. There's more powder. Big person. Powder is necessary. More sunscreen, more shampoo, and then our loofahs that I always carry. These 2 bottles are empty so far, and I don't even know if they'll stay in there. They may not. I don't do my makeup generally at Disney. This might turn into a 2-parter. I don't normally do my makeup at Disney other than I do sunscreen my face. We've already started gathering snacks for the airplane and just snacks for the week in general. Hubby likes Lifesavers, so I made him buy or throw some in there out of his great big bag that he bought. These are some clothes. I have mine in a bag because I don't want my netting getting torn up. I actually showed these in a haul a couple of weeks ago. So that's the pants and the shirt. And then hubby also has some stuff. Yes, I know it's black. Don't be yelling at me. Don't yell at me. But hubby's got some clothes in here already. And I will do a clothing haul and what all we're taking when I do the full unpacking. So I'm not going to go through all that right now. And, and we also have a mesh bag for dirty laundry. So that when we go to do our laundry, we just have to grab the bag, run down to the laundromat, and do it. And then I can get this little guy open. These suitcases are going to be decorated so that when we get to the airport and we get off the plane and we are looking for our luggage, we can just, see it readily and grab it and go. So this is part of the decorating process that will happen. And you will get to see it when I'm done. And you're going to get to see it during part of it, but this is also more of the decorating, black and silver. Let me know if you guys think you have any ideas what I'm doing. If you can't guess, oh my. And then in this bag, I have some of the stuff that we're going to use on the plane for like games. I'm actually going to probably not take all of these. I'm just going to take like 1 or 2. My scarf for when I'm cold, I hauled it in another video. Again, the game bag that I'm making, more clothes that I've found in the process, and a deck of cards. So, and yes, they're Mickey Mouse. I got these at Party City forever long ago, like before we started vlogging. So, but they're still there. I just saw them the other day, and I think they were like $1.99. I think. It wasn't bad. I remember thinking, that's not bad. It's got Mickey Mo on it. So, that is the suitcase. This is part of our pre-planning, pre-packing, pre-going to Disney.
Pre-in.
Pre-in. And yeah, we're excited. I mean, this is just how I do it. And yes, 90 days seems like a really long time. But in Disney time, it is not. And at this point, we already have our advanced dinner reservations. I already know where we're eating our quick service meals at. I know pretty much what we are doing morning, noon, and night. There are a couple things on the itinerary that I'm kind of playing with and working around and changing. We do have some friends down there that we're going to see. Hopefully, one pretty full day. I don't know if it'll be a whole day we spend with them or like a half a day, but we do have some friends down there that we're going to visit with. And she's actually going to take us to a Disney outlet store. I'm very excited about because I've never been to one, so that's exciting. But this is how it starts, guys. When you're doing a Disney trip, there's no such thing as too much pre-planning. I already have in my mind all of the clothes that we're wearing every day. I know what needs to be bought. I know what we already have. I know what to get and how to pack it. Something new I am going to try this time is the when you pack your clothes in individual days by baggie or baggie by days. I'm thinking about trying that. I haven't ran it by hubby yet to see what he thinks, because generally we collab when we actually do the packing. New socks, we always take brand new socks. It is just a must. At least 2 pair of shoes. That lesson has been learned the hard way. You don't want the same spots on your feet getting rubbed every time you're in the parks. And if my knee doesn't improve, it looks like I'm also renting a scooter for the entire trip. I'm really bummed about that because I'm working very hard to improve that, but my knee is not cooperating.
Make sure I put my brace and stuff in there.
Yeah, and he's got to have his brace and
cane.
We bought 4 different knee wraps because we both have knee issues. So I don't care. We're going to Disney. I don't care if I have to scooter around and people look at me and think I'm just doing it because of my size. It's not because of my size. It's because I have a knee that has deteriorated. He has a knee that has deteriorated. Both of his are bad. We're not young, so we can't act like we're young. Although some people tried to act like they were young when they were not young, hubby. Who we're talking to. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this. I hope I didn't get too boring. I ramble a little bit, but I get excited and I like to tell everything. Stay tuned. This is going to get painted. I'm debating on if Little Blue is going to get painted. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. And it might keep other people from borrowing my suitcase because they might not like what I have on it. And I really don't care because it's my suitcase. So I hope everybody liked it. Have a wonderful day. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you're new. And to all of my new subscribers, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet you all. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day. Bye.